Hey folks, it's me again. So following my 1 minute video on the new regulation tint, which let's just recap, it's 70% VLT in front, 50% here, unrestricted at the back. Okay, there's been a bit of confusion. A lot of people are saying that you need to apply for this. No, you don't. Anybody can go and tint their car 70-50-0. 70-50-0 meaning the percentage of visible light transfer, VLT. Yeah? Anybody can go and do that. It's only if you want to go darker, okay, darker than the stipulated percentage, which means if you want 100% tint all around because, you know, you're a celebrity, you're a VIP, somebody in a high risk profession, like, you know, I don't know, a bank manager that's afraid of getting kidnapped and held for ransom because he owns a bank, runs a bank, has the keys to the vault. Okay, I'm digressing, but you get what I mean. It's only for people who have really high risk. Then you need to apply. Okay, now to apply for darker tint from the 70-50-0, it's 50 ringgit to apply. Now if your application is approved, you need to pay 5,000 ringgit per vehicle. Now Dato' Anthony Loh has made it very clear, everybody needs to do this. There's a very good video of him on Malaysia Kini. Go check it out. He explains very clearly what needs to be done. Every vehicle that you apply for, if it's approved, it's 5,000 ringgit per vehicle. Okay, 5,000 ringgit satu biji kereta. So now that we've cleared that up, some people have been asking, how is the tint now? Well, you can see for yourself. I've got a heat resistant tint up front. I've got 50% here, and although the back is unrestricted, I could have gone 100% if I wanted to. I think I've got about 80% at the back for the back screen as well. And as you can see very clearly out the back. Now that's from the inside out. I do admit, from the outside in, it does look a little bit dark. Now this is where there's been an argument, which I can see the both sides of the coin. From the inside, it's really nice. Okay, I feel very cool, I feel very calm, I feel very collected. I don't even have the air conditioning on full blast, and it's a hot day, it's 36 degrees outside, but I'm cool in here. Okay, but from the outside, if you were following too close to my rear, you will have a little bit of a problem looking through my car to the car in front. Now this is also where I can always say, don't tailgate. Now if you were far back, if you were further back, always adhere to the 3-second rule. Yeah, find a fixed point, count 1, 2, 3. That's how far you need to be away from the car in front of you. Now if you were far back, you could see in front of me, because by virtue of physics and the laws of light transfer, you could see what's in front of me. So don't follow too close. That's one argument. The second argument is, if you're stuck in a traffic jam and the cars are moving along slowly and stopping, stop, go, what happens if suddenly the car in front of you with all this really dark tint jams its brakes and you don't have enough time because you didn't see the car in front of that car in front of you? Stop. Well, I will just tell you again, if you were following the 3-second rule, you would have had enough time to stop. So follow the 3-second rule, and maybe now with this darker tint, you might want to follow a 4 or 5-second rule to get by this possible problem. Okay, the problem is Malaysians have this attitude of driving where death before anyone cuts in front of me. You know, nobody's going to cut in front of me. I don't care. No one's cutting in front of me. Now if you do that, you're asking for a bit of trouble, because that means you have to follow really close. And if you follow really close and you can't see what's in front of the car in front of you that has full tint, then you're gonna have problems. So it all boils down to that one fact: don't follow too close. Now I'm coming to a stop because I want to show you what the car looks like from the outside in bright sunlight. Okay, and it just so happens, coincidentally, I have inadvertently come to the area where I actually got the car legalized, the tint. So okay, okay, I'm stopped. Very quickly, another recap. It must be 70% VLT in front. Okay, VLT is visible light transfer. So if you're gonna tint the front, you can tint it up to a maximum of 30%, because you still need 70% of light coming through. 50 is not very difficult to understand because it's 50% light transfer, so that means you can tint up to 50%. So don't go any above 50%. At the back is unrestricted now. 0% means you can paint your rear windows black if you wanted to, okay? But don't, because I've got it at about plus minus 80% right now. And yeah, I have to admit, from the outside it's going to look very dark. So let me just show you the outside, okay? Give me a second. I need to put this back in the holder. It's going to be shaky as heck, and I don't want people complaining about that. So here we go. In the meantime, you can see my very old dashboard. Ha! Did that quicker than the last time. So yeah, I don't know if you can see that or not, but this car's got 415,748 kilometers on it, and she's still going strong. I'm so proud of this car already. So okay, let's go have a look at the back. So we're in bright sunlight now, and you can see that's 70% VLT, visible light transfer. There's 50%. You can sort of, there's a bit of glare, I'm sorry, but you can actually see right through. That's about 80%. That's bird shit, sorry. Okay, and that's about 80% as well. So now this is bright sunlight, and if you are following right closely behind, I don't know how good this GoPro is, but I can actually see through the car. I can actually see through the car. I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah, maybe not. It all depends. Okay, but this is bright sunlight. It's exactly 12 noon. Wow, I timed this perfectly. So I can actually see through the car. Don't know if you can see that, but yeah, somebody also was saying that 50% is not enough because you can still get a lot of sunlight here. Well, if that's the case, you can always buy one of these. These are one of those removable shades, and put it up here like that. Okay, so then you get a little bit more brightness deadening. Okay, some people are also asking about this car itself. That's a subject for another video, or maybe I'll just talk about it in a little while. So anyway, this is about VLT, and so from the front, yes, I am on a public road. So there you can see my instrument cluster hood. And let's go from the other side so you get an all-around now. You can still see my cloth there on my seat. So that's the front, that's 50%. For the back though, you ain't gonna see anything, because I've got it at 80%. Now I'm not recommending you go 80%. I'm not saying you must go 80%, but it's just up to you, because now the rear is unrestricted. Uncle, good morning. And so yeah, okay, so back to that argument. Now I'm gonna try and get to a position where I'm at the driver's, okay, this is the driver's height, and like I said, I don't know how good driver of the rear car, okay, I don't know how good my GoPro is, but I can actually see through to the front. Yeah, and I can see Uncle walking there. If you can see a white Wira, okay, that's so. Again, if you're tailgating and that guy in front of you like has got 100% tint, you're not going to be able to see in front. Absolutely. So don't tailgate. Stay back here, and you can see what is happening in front of you just by virtue of being to the right. Right, okay, so again now I'm gonna remove this. %. Can't really tell much difference now from the inside, can you? That's about 75, 80. 70, 50, slightly more, same. So like I said, from the inside it's not so bad, it's just from the outside. Okay, so there you go. Hope you've enjoyed that, and if you have any questions, please hit me up in the comments. Again, I want to reiterate, anybody can go and do the 70-50-0 tint. It's only if you want to go darker than that that you need to apply. And if it's approved, sorry, application is 50 ringgit to apply for darker tint, then the 70-50-0. And if it's approved, you gotta pay 5,000 ringgit per car. Okay, talk to you all soon. Hot, very hot. Bye.